Have you ever wondered what the day after retirement really feels like? We see the ads, smiling couples on a beach, traveling the world. But there's a side no one really talks about. It starts with a simple, quiet act, closing your work laptop for the very last time. The final click echoes, not with triumph, but with a strange, heavy silence. That's the end of a chapter. You take a deep breath, and for the first time in decades, the air feels different. It's the scent of unfamiliar freedom. You look at your calendar, once jam-packed with meetings and deadlines, and now it's just blank pages. White squares staring back at you, each one a question mark about your future. The silence can be deafening. That first Monday morning, you make coffee. You sit at your kitchen table, and the quiet is so loud. Outside, you watch cars rush by, people hurrying to their jobs, and you realize your life has just shifted into a lower gear. You're no longer part of that race. For some, this is a relief. For others, it's a shock to the system. It's the feeling of being adrift, floating in a sea of time with no land in sight. This is the part they don't put in the brochures. I remember my friend, Mark, a high-flying executive. The first month of his retirement, he called me, sounding lost. He said, "I feel invisible, like I've spent 40 years building a sandcastle, and the tide just came in and washed it all away." He'd wake up, get dressed in his old work shirt, and just sit, unsure of what to do with the man adrift. He felt lost and unsure of himself. Suit. His entire identity was tied to his job, and without it, he felt like a ghost in his own home. But this isn't where the story ends. This is where it truly begins. Because in that quiet, in that stillness, something new starts to stir. It's a tiny spark of curiosity you haven't felt since you were a kid. You see a pottery class advertised and think, why not? Your hands, once used to typing emails, are now covered in clay, shaping something new from nothing. There's no deadline, no KPI, just the simple joy of creating. You start walking down streets in your own neighborhood you've never noticed before. You go on that trip you always postponed, not to check a box, but to genuinely explore. Suddenly, you're not just a retired accountant or a former teacher. You're an explorer, a student, an artist, and then you discover a new kind of purpose. It's not about those big promotions or fancy corner offices, you know? It's smaller, quieter, but so much more meaningful. It's helping a neighbor with their groceries. It's volunteering at the local library, seeing a child's face light up as you read them a story. You realize your value was never in your job title. It was always in your capacity to connect and contribute. Laughter with old friends hits differently, right? You finally have real time to spare. Those quick catch-ups turn into lazy afternoons packed with stories and memories. You feel that deep sense of belonging that's way better than any boring meeting. And yes, there will still be moments of sitting alone. But now it's not loneliness. It's a peaceful acceptance. It's a comfortable silence where you can hear your own thoughts. You have video calls with your family, not squeezed in between meetings, but fully present, soaking in their faces, their voices. You might even find yourself grabbing a notebook and writing down new goals, not professional goals, but life goals. Learn to play the guitar, plant a garden, write that book you always talked about. You're not just filling time, you're redefining meaning on your own terms. One day, you'll stumble upon a box of old work items, your ID badge, an old award. You'll look at them, not with longing, but with a sense of gentle closure. They were a part of your journey, but they are not your destination. And then, you'll find yourself standing in the sunlight, a genuine smile on your face, and you'll feel it. Relief. A deep, profound sense of peace. Your feet are still moving forward, but now you're walking into a new identity, one you've built yourself. The sunset of your career doesn't have to be an end. It can be the warm, crackling glow of a campfire, surrounded by people you love, with a whole new night of stories yet to be told. Retirement isn't just a walk in the park, you know. It can get pretty messy and challenging. but honestly, it's also a beautiful and transformative experience. Thanks for joining me in this conversation today. Tell me in the comments, what new beginning are you learning to enjoy, even if it still feels unfamiliar? This is Legacy Alive, where endings become openings. Thank you for giving yourself permission to grow again. Your purpose didn't retire, it evolved. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more discussions about a life well lived. See you in the next one.